This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
870 yards from closing. Fire one ready.
Probably Swagger. You're a hard man to find.
I'm not hard enough.
There's going to be an assassination. The shot would be taken from beyond a mile.
5 or 6 men in the world make a shot like that.
We need you to stop it. Out of all the men alive on the planet, you're one of the few people who knows what to look for.
From the director of Training Day.
This guy knows what he's doing. You gotta take him. This is a setup. Take him now.
The would-be assassin, Sergeant Bob Lee Swagger.
I didn't do whatever they said I did. I'm in some bad trouble and I need some help.
Swagger is still alive. Kill him.
The U.S. government spent a lot of time and money teaching me how not to die.
This is a Delta level clearance request. He's trained to counter intel. This guy's good.
There's gonna be more shooting. More people are gonna die. I didn't start it, but I mean to see it through.
He believed in honor.
We got him.
How could you miss?
He'll settle for justice.
This is about to get worse.
I'm never gonna stop chasing you.
Mark Wahlberg.
What if it's a trap? Oh, it's a trap every time. Question is for whom?
I have something you want.
Where are we meeting?
Somewhere I can see you. Coming from a long way off.
Shooter.
He may be off the grid now, but Bob Lee Swagger is still the deadliest sniper I've ever known. Back in Afghanistan, he held off 200 Taliban for over 46 hours, on his own. He's smart. He's a family man. He's got the kind of skills you just can't teach. Underestimate Bob Lee Swagger at your own peril. He's the real deal.
What can I do for you, Captain?
This was written to the president. States that in 21 days he'll be executed. And that's exactly why I need you. So, I need a complete workup. Distances, locations.
He knows the exact moment to take the shot, and he's gonna take it from here. He's in location A! Made a mistake!
No way he's getting away.
My name is Bob Lee Swagger. I did not kill the president!
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Here I am with another Colt franchise mini review. And here we are to talk about Shooter. That's right, adapted from Stephen Hunter, who was a very Tom Clancy, Manchurian Candidate kind of inspired author who did a lot of military mystery thrillers and assassination action-based novels. So we follow the exploits of ex-Navy SEAL Bobby Lee Swagger, who is a pretty badass sniper. When this movie adaptation came out in 2007, it was so badass. It was just one of the few movies that, even though critics were kind of ho-hum about it, there was still enough just recommending it. It wasn't a rotten score, and the user scores were out the roof. They're like, hey, Commando is back, and the marketing was pretty similar to Bourne Identity and The Fugitive. In some cases, maybe even the TV show 24. And it was just cool to just see that much just action on display. And, Antoine Fuqua was just continually just helming all these action dramas after the success of, Training Day and King Arthur. And I think he's continually just impressing us even more with Equalizer and Tears of the Sun. And, of course, who can forget? Olympus Has Fallen. But this was just kind of the good, just in between, just career entry for him, because, you had Danny Glover in such a ruthless, evil role and just a very complex conspiracy. And you aren't bored by anything because you just get it all up front instead of just wasting time, just trying to be too tricky for your own good, or just, not give action fans what they're looking for. But this is still one of Mark Wahlberg's best roles to date. And, you can watch any action sequence and be like, man, why are they not making stuff like this now? Because you see it here and there, but it often just does not get fully appreciated. It seems like everyone is just under the spell. They want to either see just very boring dramas or overrated horror movies with plot twists that get spoiled, by the time they come out. Or just superheroes just gotta get that giant lightning and capes, cheesy costumes out. So yeah, this makes me long for early 2000s just action movies. This is coming near the end of that era, but my point remains the same. We need more of this, and it still has aged very well. Now, since this is a franchise, why? Oh, there's only one movie, Cam. Why are you putting it on here? Well, I'm putting it on here because it technically got a reboot. Mark Wahlberg produced a TV show for USA Network after years of not being able to agree on a sequel that would be properly done and having a busy schedule, I believe. It wasn't happening, folks. The time to make a sequel would have come and gone in probably in 2009 or 2010 at the latest. But so no, this came out in 2017 and ran for about 3 seasons. It was plagued with behind-the-scene production problems, including its main star getting injured behind the scenes. But no, it was decent summer fare for those looking for it. I was let down by it, but I found it pretty watchable despite having a pretty reliable cast of character actors such as Omar Epps and David Andrews, who you might know respectively from House and Terminator 3 of all things. So Ryan Phillippe did a good job maintaining the role, but I think that's the problem. It didn't need to be a reboot. They could have either done something so much more with the plot, or they could have just done a movie sequel instead. That just would have been more intriguing. Both productions look really swell. This was by Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, who you might know for doing the Red films, as well as various Peter Berg blockbusters and Transformers and G.I. Joe. So he's got his work cut out for him, but Shooter just still remains just very gripping and well done. That's it for now, folks. Solely out. Check out the first. If you don't have anything else better to do and you see a TV show on Netflix, give it a watch, but there's no need to really check it out. Just stick with the main badass movie from 2007. It still holds up. Solely out.
We'll return after these messages.
If you like small-town mystery, crazy news, and wild history, then the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast is for you. Each week, Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty bring you the absolute best Florida has to offer. So if you're looking for a show that's safe for the family, but funny enough to help you escape everyday life, then listen to the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast. That's Florida Men, plural, on Florida Man podcast.
Hey, it's Brent Pope, the host of Breakfast with Brent Pope. You've seen me on some of your favorite TV shows saying things like, "Give it up, Jimmy. You got to sink this putt to win." On Breakfast with Brent Pope, I sit down with guests from the entertainment world, and we do it all over breakfast. Or should I say Brentfast? Every week on Brentfast, you get inside Hollywood info and tips, great breakfast wrecks and foodie debates. Most of all, you get the most delightful 30 minutes of your week. So dig in. It's Brentfast time. Listen at Brentfast.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever fine podcasts are found.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening. It's a jacked up